It's insulting as hell. It's personally revolting.
Hi guys.
No,
back in the kitchen. I need to look at the right camera. I've got to look at you. Let's have a look. Let's just see if I'm high enough. So I'm back in the kitchen. Let me get the remote control. I want to make a coffee. Good morning to you all. Also making a butter coffee. It only takes me a minute. I've been watching the HEBLER interview, which I'm about an hour into the interview. So give you guys a chance to jump in and join on. I'm getting picked up by my twin brother at 10:30, so I literally have 1 hour. We're going to do some, we have to go to work for them, just to deal with the property situation. Let me turn the volume down. Again, I'll go back to the point that I made when we were trying to do this conversation. So, let me just show you my world. How is everyone? I need to just quickly tell everyone that we're live. I woke up late today. It's unusual for me because I'm a very early riser. The kids going back to school on Wednesday. Now my wife is starting a new. She's doing a 1 year long course at the school that she works at, and so she's out every day, 5 days a week. I'm just telling everyone that we're live. So obviously, if you guys are in America, you're probably all asleep. So if you're waking up in America or around the world, Canada, Australia, wherever you are, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. So far, we've got Vivek, Teresa, and Lorna. So my wife's starting this job on Wednesday, I think. So obviously, you guys know she's having treatment at the moment. Now, depending on which way the treatment goes, she might not be able to finish this job. She might have to delay it for a year, or if everything goes to plan, touching wood, fingers crossed, she can carry on doing this new job she wants to do. She's going to be a full-time PE teacher, so a sports teacher at school. That's her thing. That's her thing. Anyway, let's see if I can show you. I'll move the camera. Actually, no, I'm on the laptop. Right, let me move the laptop. So I've been watching that Mr. HEBLER. That's what I've been doing. I thought the camera looked different, but it's fun. We can do this, just not so close to me in the morning. I've got a tea and I'm going to make a coffee. Yes, we're on live. Hi, Gio. It's early for you. No, Sue, not Gio, Sue. Hi, Sue. Right, let me grab my coffee. Give the butter a second to melt. I've actually spent a lot of time reading your comments. Let me just raise this up. Let's have a look. Actually, I just want to get the camera right. I'm just making sure that I'm definitely on that camera. Let's get it at a better angle. Okay. So who we've got? Been a while since I caught that live. Looking after the grandkids. Lucky you. I don't have grandkids yet. Don't have them. I want them, but my kids are still a bit young. Like my daughter is just about to turn 18. I would love grandkids. My brother has 2 grandkids. My brother has 2 grandkids. So So I've been watching this. Let me just show you the name of it. I did put it on the 24/7 chat. I'll tell you what, I know I keep saying it, but this 24/7 chat is amazing. In case you're new to this channel, Facebook me, messenger me, Louis Macreades, L-O-U-I-S, MACRIDES, and I will add you to the 24/7 chat. A few of you have joined on now. We added a new person on today, Sarah, Catherine Bowman. Sarah, are you there? A few of you messaged me last night. Let's have a look. That wanted to join the chat. Let's have a look where we are. See if I can find it. So I think I've joined you. So you basically friend request me on my name, Louis Macreades, and then I add you to the chat. I think you can also, once I've accepted your friend request, I'm pretty sure that you can add yourselves. I think you can. Yeah, they are blessings, aren't they? You're very lucky, Lady Sue. Very lucky. They make you feel so happy, don't they? You worship them. You worship them. Let's have a look. So we've got the Bex and Lorna and Teresa and Helen and Sue, right, and Jane. So I'll just quickly show you. Let's get to this. Right, I'll turn the interview down. Look, I've been listening to that for an hour, and I'll tell you what. How can I say it? It hasn't changed my mind. I'm very upset that book was written, Elvis, What Happened. I'm not happy that Red West and Sonny West and HEBLER did the book. I think that this is just my opinion, guys. Please give me your opinions. I mean, what are your opinions of that book, Elvis, What Happened, on the fact it was written? I know that the book doesn't just talk about drugs. I know that there's many parts of that book are very nice, very interesting. But the way they talk about the drugs, and they give, obviously they say that the reason they wrote the book is to stop Elvis in his tracks so that he couldn't get drugs and couldn't take drugs, and they thought he was going to die. But it's so clearly obvious they were very angry. They were bitter and angry. We know that the circumstances of them losing their job was very sudden, almost unexpected. And from what I watched on that, it said, I can hear movement. It said, right here it is right here. Now this channel seems brilliant. One of you, a few of you have sent this to me. EP back on tour. EP, I don't know if you can see that. No, let's just see if it focuses. EP, there we go. EP back on tour. EP, and that channel is great. It's like I've been flicking through it. You guys have been sending me this interview for a little while now, I think. So look. Actually, no. This is the most recent one. So I've had Dave HEBLER. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is because he was at Elvis Week. Is that right? Sorry, I've got to look at the right camera. Let me just I'm going to put this on the floor so that I look at the right camera. He was at Elvis Week. Is that correct? I watched an interview with the bodyguard over the book, and he didn't look remorseful. Well, you know, look, he's much older now. I want to be respectful, but Dave, I personally think all the way through the interview, he's trying to make excuses. He's made it's the name of the video is called Elvis's Bodyguard, Dave HEBLER, 47 years after the controversial book. Click on it. EP back on, obviously it's EP back on tour. It's had over 10,000 views, and it looks to me like it was only published 19 hours ago. Let's have a look. Right, it doesn't really give details. Just more copyright disclaimers. stuff. The hour I've watched, I just get quite an angry man. I don't hear any regret. No regret. I just hear this is why we did it. Of course, like, you know, we were sacked, we lost our jobs, we were trying to save his life. You didn't live it. Imagine what we went through. What would you do if your best friend was a drug addict and you knew he was going to die? I just hear constant. He also says a lot of things like, how can I explain it? He tries to. He does. It's obvious this has hounded his life, his whole life, every day. He basically admits that he gets hate letters. Hi, Sandra. That he gets hate letters every day. You know, some very nasty letters. He even says at one point in this that he had 40,000 hate letters the day after Elvis died. Is that right? Does that sound right to you guys? So Melissa, hi Melissa. He's bitter and he was fired. He's bitter. The fans don't like him. He thinks he is the victim. He's a pile of, like Mike Stone. Guy, Mark, I'll be honest with you. I am not a fan of Dave HEBLER. I am very upset. And watching this interview, I've watched 56 minutes of it so far, but I needed to jump on now because I've got to meet my brother. My brother's picking me up at 10:30. But I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way that he came across. I see him as an angry, bitter man who has suffered a lot because of writing that book with Sonny and Red. And I have strong views about Sonny and Red West as well. Not all bad. I see the good in Sonny and Red as well. I see, how can I explain it? I can't explain it. Hello, monkey. Right, this is Tino. I don't think regret's the right word. I see someone trying to explain, and he keeps sort of repeating himself from different points of view from himself, why they chose to write the book. He even says that the book was very sensationalized by the writers of the book. So it's almost like I think they were used. Yeah. Hello, mate. What are you looking for? Tino, say hello to everyone. No. Say Team Elvis. No. Is your favourite word no? Yeah. Let's have a look. Sandra, I'm going to have to say yes. He comes across too angry. Even his tone is uncomfortable. I find this uncomfortable viewing. I personally think the guy who's interviewing him, who seems lovely, I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about the people. EP back on tour. I'm going to start watching their interviews and try and understand them. But the whole thing did not make me go, oh, poor Dave. Not at all. It made me think, you suffered for your betrayal. Now, I'm not going to be nasty and hateful towards Dave. I won't do that. But I'll say that they crucified him, because the timing of the book couldn't have been worse. And I still, in the hour that I watched, I still haven't heard Dave say that Elvis had chronic medical problems, that Elvis was seriously sick. Doesn't mention it at all, unless I haven't watched it properly. I just see someone who basically says that Elvis was basically, I think, a drug addict, and there were dealers, you know, like street dealers, bringing him street type drugs. That's the impression I got. I mean, unless I've watched it properly, guys, I didn't hear anything about Dr. Nick. It might be in the last 20 minutes. I've got another 30 minutes left of that interview. Have any of you watched it? Do they mention Dr. Nick? Did he? I know that he's proudly boasting that they beat up the dealers. Yeah, is that right? He feels that part of the reason he got sacked was because he stood up to the dealers. But Tina, just turn it down, please. Don't forget, I've only quickly watched this morning. So what I thought I would do is read some of the comments on that video. I just want to get my coffee.
My bottom's calm.
All right, I'll do it.
It's calm.
All right, I'll do it. I fixed it for you, you know, don't you? All right, you have to get off the game and then turn it down. Okay. All right. All right, you'll be okay. Don't worry. Just watch it like that. Right, let me do my coffee. Yasmin, I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Go say hello. Mummy is in the lounge, okay?
Daddy, where do I have to
And
look?
don't press anything. Just say hello. You look at the laptop. Right, I'm live at the moment. I can't pick it up and go in the other room. What should we be doing, Mum?
I got my garbage.
We have to have coffee. Got the coffee. All right.
Too bad.
So my brother's getting me very soon. I'm just making coffee, guys. Right. Okay. You're right, guys. My daughter is taking over the channel now. Yeah, your hair looks so cool. So I'm just making a tea and a coffee. Right, need it done, guys. Need it done.
Hello, Laura.
Right, say morning to Melvin. Yasmin, you said morning to Melvin.
Hello.
Tina, don't turn it up. Well, you got to come off.
Hello, Team
You
Elvis.
got to turn it up. You've got to come off.
Hello, Team Elvis.
That's it. Hello, Team Elvis. That's it. All right. Yeah, we got a coffee, man. I'm going to be naughty. I'm going to put a sweetener in it as well. Just to
Sweet.
sweetener. I'm going to cheat my rules.
That's cheating.
Yeah, it's cheating. It's a treat. It's a treat.
I'm a treat.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, James.
All right, yeah, shift over to the other seat.
I'm going to go on your lap.
Okay, go on my lap. Let me just put this here. We put this here. Right, if you sit on here first, then you can come onto my lap. Come here again. Yes?
Daddy, I want to go on your lap, but my phone will wet. Mom.
Right, okay. All right, we'll go on my lap in a minute then.
No.
So we're in my kitchen. Right, let me get you on this leg. Oh, God.
Oh, no, that one.
Yeah, that's all right. You can both go on. It's okay.
But I need a charger.
Okay, well, there's a... right, yes, we'll just sit on that one a minute. Right, so we got the coffee, guys.
I need a charger.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. Well, we're in my lounge. So I'm in my kitchen.
But I need help.
So let me just...
I need help.
Yeah, 1 second. So my point is, guys, have any of you watched this interview? I'm very interested to know your take on it. What do you... Because I was very, very disappointed in it. I was like, don't like it. It's uncomfortable watching. But just jump there while I get a charger. All right. All right. Go on, sit there. Grab his charger.
No.
Right, you want me to get your charger? Right, 1 second.
I want to go in one. I want to go.
You know you can sit with Mum, do you?
Yeah, but I want to go.
Alright, take this.
I want to sit
Here.
I'm doing it.
Alright, yeah.
With hand.
Take this to Mum. Take this to Mum. Here you go. Right, Laura, can you look after him just for a minute? Alright. We're in my world. Right, sit here a minute. Just sit here a minute.
Can't run.
Oh,
There's so many people.
I know there's lots of people, loads of people watching. Right, I want to read this off. So, right, remember, if you're looking, you look at the dots, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, let's start doing this. Let me see where we are. I didn't like the way he was insisting drugs instead of prescription drugs. Yeah. Is that Satlin? Hi, Colleen. And I actually, do you know what? This is what I think. That he had an opportunity here to sort of set the record straight, try and win the fans over. And he didn't come across well, did he? He come across still angry and bitter and trying to make excuses. That's how I saw it. Now, I'm not going to completely discount his point of view. I'm not going to say that everything he said was wrong, because he will see it from his point of view and how it affected his life. Yeah. You know, losing his job. He's basically saying that Red West and Sonny had no other way of making money, no other way of getting a job, which I don't agree. The other thing that he says is that he could have gone back to his karate world, because he could make money there. So I just thought what I would do, just scan through the comments and just see what there's general feedback is. So let's just have a look. Finally, an inch. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. Do you think she wants some coffee? Yeah. Bit of coffee for, what's her name? Elvira.
No,
Laura.
Laura.
That's just, I don't know what it's going to say. I'm just going to read them. Right, Yasmin, I'm going to read this. From Georgia. Finally, an interesting interview with Mr. HEBLER that has asked some hard questions, but was fair and respectful. Unlike most fans, I don't have an issue with the book, just the motives behind participating in the book. I still admire Elvis for his incredible talent and his generosity. No book detailing his personal struggles are going to change my opinion of him. Thank you guys for making the tough decision to do this interview. You guys are great work and in promoting Elvis history, and this was another example of that. Yes, I agree. I'm very impressed with this channel. Very impressed. Right, let's just see if there's some. Right, let's have a look. Yeah.
I have earrings on.
Yes, I know. You look very pretty. Look, she wants to show off her earrings. Right. She's only just woke up. She's a lazy girl. She's like. She's not lazy, actually. That's not true. She does like 5 different clubs. Right. So Colleen says hello. That they're very pretty. And right. Okay. I'm going to keep reading these comments.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Okay, you sort yourself out, and I'm going to read these.
Okay.
Right. The host asked their questions they had, and Dave answered them. Not sure what you're trying to get. Let's have a look. Let me just click to the next bit. How much time the host spends talking in the video is easy to do with Al. It's way too much. All right. Okay. I want to get more comments on the interview rather than. Right. Let's have a look. Let's go. Because I did read some of these earlier, and I thought some of them were quite good. So read right. Okay, so we've got Teresa. It was wrong for Vernon to fire. Right, okay, you might not like what it said here, but I'll read it anyway. It was wrong for Vernon to fire the guys, but Vernon took care of the cash. Elvis is not exactly rolling in it at the time. he sold his back catalogue to bankrupt RCA for $5 million USD. Colonel got 2.5 million and gambled it, and then Elvis received 2.5 million, and from that he gave Priscilla 2 million using the divorce settlement. Now that we do know about, don't we? The second divorce settlement. We've always said, the second divorce settlement forced the sale of Elvis's RCA catalogue prior to 1973, which is why we're so upset with Priscilla. We feel that the second divorce settlement, without sounding rude, really screwed Elvis over. I really believe that. Right, anyway, this meant Elvis had to perform live for the rest of his life. I agree with that. This is a great comment. There were lawsuits coming into Graceland for the heavy handling of the fans by the 3 bodyguards. I've read about this. This is the real reason they were let go. And I've read this as well, guys. This is such a good comment. They got a book deal and ignorantly signed a publishing deal without being very informed or having legal representation. But in this interview, he does admit that they did not write the book. It was written for them and sensationalized. He was right about Elvis Presley Enterprise exploiting Elvis every day. That doesn't surprise me. The Colonel and Jack Soden made more out of Elvis than Elvis made out of Elvis. I think that's probably right. However, 3 things stick out in my head. Guys, you know how I feel. Elvis Presley Enterprises should never have been sold off. Ever. Ever. Massive mistake. Massive mistake. 1. Diamond Joe Esposito was interviewed on the lawn of Graceland after Vernon asked him to go and talk with the world's media. On the night Elvis was pronounced, Joe said, "I hope those guys can live with what they've done." Well, 50 years later, it's still a touchy subject, and what we see here on this video. Yeah, it is. It is. When you watch that, I recommend you watch it, guys, because you feel the emotion. You do. You feel that HEBLER's emotion. And the emotion changes. I think the interviewer is being very kind. Very kind. I think he's being...
Bye-bye.
I think he's being too nice. Too nice. I'm going to top my coffee up again. Right, the next point. Look at how close Elvis's death was to the publishing of the book. Just 2 weeks, despite what anyone may believe, Elvis was very stressed and reactive and buried himself in meds. He did. He did bury himself in meds. He was so unwell, so sick, and going through hell. It was the worst time ever. And if you throw the divorce settlement in the mix that Priscilla Presley was demanding, this second divorce that, in my opinion, she had no right to have because she broke the terms of the first divorce. It's what, you know, guys, it is probably the thing that infuriates me the most. But everything Priscilla did, the second divorce settlement, gets to me, guys. Anyway, number 3, I was singing as an ETA in Bonhams, London, when a big auction for Elvis memorabilia took place. Somewhere around 1999, Dave HEBLER submitted a black velour shirt to the auction and authenticated it. It was gifted by him, by Elvis, and was, in fact, the renowned Tupelo shirt. It was bought by Frank Skinner. Oh, I know about this because I watched the Frank Skinner episode. The British celebrity who came to know later that it was, in fact, not the Tupelo shirt. And after paying something to the tune of $15,000, he had to follow Mr. HEBLER to the USA and confronted him about it. He had to accept Dave HEBLER's word, which he did not. Yeah, I have watched that. It's actually quite interesting. Elvis was forgiven, yes. and we all, as Elvis fans, must forgive, as Elvis was very flawed human being, but we cannot turn back the clock nor the tragic consequences of the ill-judged action on behalf of the 3 bodyguards. Elvis fans are the sweetest in the world. They sure are. We are, aren't we, guys? Let's have a look. So let's just get this back. Flawed human being, but we cannot turn back the clock nor tragic consequences of an ill-judged action on behalf of 3 bodyguards. Elvis fans are the sweetest in the world, but they got a nose for the truth. May Elvis and the deceased members of his entourage, who were so loyal to him, like Al Dvorin, Lamar, Charlie, and the others, rest in peace. And it is sad, you know, that all these people that touched Elvis's life, almost all of them have passed away. Let's face it. You know, that is sad, because I will say this, guys. I do believe that the Memphis Mafia loved Elvis and tried to protect Elvis. But they made mistakes. And I do think, this is just my opinion, many things were said by some of the Memphis Mafia that just didn't need to be said. I really believe that. So obviously we can't just ignore the fact that Elvis had prescribed medication, you know, and was taking a massive amount of prescribed medication. We know, we've learned together here that he really needed his meds, but we also know that he may have overtaken sedatives and painkillers, etc. You call them uppers. So, and sleeping medication. We know that was probably abused. Yeah. So, but I still say this, guys. They should never have written that book. They should never have written that book. Right. Let me just top this coffee up a minute. Right, let's grab me a coffee. So back in the kitchen again, guys. Okay. Okay. I'll just quickly read a couple of your comments. How are we this morning? We've got Karen, Colleen, Melissa, Sue. There's 25 of you watching, which is pretty good for a morning video in the UK, because for most of you, it must be in the middle of the night. Can I ask you, tell me what country you're in and what time it is. There's 27 of you watching now. Please let me know what country you're in and what time it is. It is here, it's 10 a.m. So I've still got half an hour left. So before my brother's getting me, we've got to go to work. Let's have a look. Yvette, is Yvette there? So I'm just trying to see who's on. Sue and Colleen, Yvette. Oh, hi, Yvette. Unusual to catch you. Linda. Who we got else on? So Teresa. I'm surprised Lorraine isn't on. Karen, hi Karen. Philomena's on. Hi, Philomena. Satnin, Sandra, Lorna, Jane. I don't think I've missed anyone. Melissa, obviously. Helen. Right, okay. Let's read some of your comments quickly. Right. Right. The strangest thing, right, Colleen, the strangest thing happened. I was watching something on YouTube and I dozed off. Then I heard Louis' voice, woke up, and it was an older video. So I just looked and you guys were on. See, Colleen, I have special powers to awaken you. And it worked. And you're with us now. So, Teresa, I will never change my mind about Elvis. A beautiful, wonderful man, a good man. Elvis had a beautiful heart, and Elvis changed the world, and they are jealous of Elvis. I have to. Do you know what, Teresa? I fully agree with that. And I think everyone here does. Let's have a look. So there's Sue. Right, let's have a look. Linda Bain from San Angelo, Texas. I enjoyed watching your videos. Keep up the good work. You're awesome. Linda, come on. You're so welcome to our family. Team Elvis. Team Elvis taking care of business. Let's have a look. Let's all say hello to Linda. Right. I've got to go now. Lorna, you're off, are you? I cleaned my friend's house on a Sunday and she's had 2 strokes and she can hardly do anything. Catch you there. Ah, Linda, Lorna, we love you. Let's have a look. Hi, Karen. Yeah, we are all loyal to Elvis. We sure are. I'm a little bit defensive. I think you guys are as well. I watched a video last night about one of the doctors that said they used for Dr. Nick's trial, and he did get to see the autopsy. All of Elvis's organs were bad. He had so many issues that I didn't hear of. Do you know what, Colleen? Thanks for that comment. I want to do more live streams and go into the Dr. Nick stuff, go into the what is known about the autopsy, Elvis's different medical problems. I want to do that. I do. So we will soon. We've done a bit on it, but I think we could do more. This sounds like this, Dave, sounds like a right piece of work. Jane, I don't know if you've watched that interview, but quite an eye-opener. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a bit boring, but no, you can really feel his emotion. You can feel the awkwardness of the interviewer. The interviewer was a bit too nice, a bit too, how can I word it? Because, we want to show respect. We want to come across kind. But to answer the serious questions, you've got to be a bit tough. Now, this interviewer, who I really liked him, I don't know his name, but I will learn about him. I woke up to this morning. He seems a brilliant guy, and he did ask a few tough questions. But I personally think he could have been even tougher. Let's have a look. Let's keep going. So Sue says it's all about greed and they should be ashamed. Come on, it's best friends. I've said this to you before. My best friend died a year ago. Nick, his name is. I love him. And I feel that he's with me. I've completely got used to the fact that he passed, so I'm okay now. But I cried every day for a month. But my point is this. My friend Nick had problems. My friend Nick had drug problems. But I'm not going to go and write a book about him. I'm not going to go and write a book about him and say all his darkest secrets. That book, slandering him, going around the world, making him look bad. This is the difference. Good friends don't do it. Good friends don't do it. This is why I'm upset with Red West. Red West was a very good friend of Elvis. Should not have got involved in this book. I think secretly Red West regretted writing that book till the day he died. And I've seen Red West in interviews get very angry with the fans for bringing up this book. So, and it's a shame because in the 70s and 80s, when I was growing up, I really liked Red West. He was one of my favorites. But now I've got to see more interviews and I've listened to the conversation that was secretly recorded by Red West. I see Red West differently now. I see him as an angry, bitter man. And even a jealous, envious man as well. But I know he loved him and I know that he protected him. But we've also heard, the other day we did a video with Gio, who is an Elvis researcher, saying that Red West actually bullied Elvis before they became friends. He bullied Elvis before they became friends. And this was said to me by a very respected researcher that was introduced to me by Amy Collette. You know, Amy that did the interview about Elvis's medical history on Presley Mania, on Rhonda's show. So we start to see things from a different light then, don't we? Let's have a look. Let's keep going. There is an interview with Red. This is Melissa, when someone asked him about the book and he got, yeah, Melissa, I've seen it. And I think there's more than one. Let's have a look. So Sandra says, never, at least Sonny was sorry, but not Dave or Red West. And I haven't watched this yet. I'm going to. I think Sonny, just before he passed away, admitted that he regretted writing that book. Is that correct? Right. Colleen, Elvis Presley, The Secret Autopsy is the name. I've just sent it to Lou. Right, okay. I'll definitely look that up. So Sue says, I'm eager to see the release of the autopsy. Poor mum. So yeah. This Dave sound, yeah, right, okay. We're catching up now, guys. So, all right, Lorraine, you're awake. Hi, Lorraine. Morning, Lorraine. Hope you got a nice coffee. How long we got left? We have got 20 minutes left. And then I got to go to work. My twin brother's coming to get me. Hello, Louis from Team Elvis. Everyone back from my weekend away with my children to celebrate my birthday. I had watched all over the video live stream as you did, Louis, to catch up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lorraine. Happy birthday to you. Multi, how's Multi? Multi, I've tried to add you on. Multi, are you still there? 2 a.m. in USA. I've tried to add you on to the 24/7 chat. You have to friend request me to my name, Louis Macreadis. Let me type it. So just in case anyone doesn't know, we got a 24/7 chat, which is phenomenal. I love. I was reading it this morning. Amazing stuff. Yeah. But to join it, you have to friend request Louis Macreadis. Louis Macreadis. So Multi, I want to add you on, but you need to friend request me. Is that okay? Hi, Karen. Bless you all watching from all over the world. Yeah, we are a worldwide live stream. We are very proud. Team Elvis. Elvis Defenders. That's what we are. So, Melissa, I have bad insomnia. So, Melissa, you're up in the middle of the night, yeah? So, we got Philomena, 7 p.m. in Sydney. Sandra, 4 a.m. in Nashville. We got Colleen in Massachusetts, and it's 5 a.m. And then Melissa, it is 2 in the morning. All of you should be asleep. Go to bed. Right, so Colin, you sent the video. Let me just have a look. Okay, where are we? All right, brilliant. Is it a short one I can play, or is it a long one? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a long one. Okay. Colleen, thank you. I will watch that. That's on the name of the YouTube channel is Celebrity Lifestyles. Right. Oh, thank you, Colleen. I'll definitely watch that. Right. It's something for me to watch when I get home from work. Right. Let's just check your comments. I'll catch up with the comments, and I'm going to read a few more. I want to read a few more things, remarks on that video that we're talking about because I just find it really interesting. Let's have a look. See if I can find. Let's see if I can get it up again. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me just check. They all have no right to hurt Elvis. It was good to all of them, and they all were nothing without Elvis. The thing is, it's true, isn't it? It's true. Yeah. Happy birthday. Right. Okay. Right. I think I'm caught up. They were all, Sandra says they were all grown men. Get a job. Billy Smith did. Yeah. And come on, we feel that Billy Smith has been very unfairly treated. That's how we feel. Okay. So, right, let me get the video back up. I want to read a couple more. Right, here we go. In case you're just joining us, a few of you sent me this particular video. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So it looks to me that I'm pretty sure this is the Elvis Week video. It says here that it was posted 20 hours ago. I don't know exactly when it was recorded. And it's EP back on tour. Just in case you guys want to tune into it. Let me just let it focus. EP back on tour. Elvis bodyguard Dave Hebler, 47 years after the controversial book. And just so you know my views, I'm very against that book was released. The timing of it was terrible, weeks before Elvis died. And I've only watched 1 hour of this, but I find it very uncomfortable. Dave has not won me over in any way. I do not watch that. I haven't watched that and thought, okay. No, I've watched it and thought, you're still angry, you're still bitter, you're trying to make excuses. And I still feel there's envy there, jealousy. And I can also tell that he's gone through hell because of writing that book, that he's still getting hate letters every day, even now, 50 years later. I don't wish that on anyone. I'm a kind-hearted person. But, you know, that kind of a mistake to be made against someone who you class as a very close friend. We've seen all the interviews with Dave and, not interviews, footage with Dave and Elvis together. You just don't do it, do you, guys? You don't do it. Right, let's just click on some more comments. So, unfortunately, right, so Irish. He is the worst kind of employee. Elvis should have fired him long before the book was published. I think Red and Sonny felt bad afterwards. I agree. I think Sonny, clearly, from what you guys have told me, had a lot of regret. I think Red was a proud man, a stubborn man, probably never admitted that he regretted it. Unless you guys know that he did admit it. I ask you guys, did Red ever admit that he shouldn't have written that book? We know that it was grabbed and sensationalized by the book company, which maybe they didn't know that was going to happen, but you know, they were doing it to make money. So it says here, so Irish says, I never liked him and didn't appreciate all that Elvis did for them. Right. Let's have a look. Elvis fangirl. Writing a book about the most famous person on the planet was not help. You don't do that to someone you love as a reason to help, period. I agree. If you didn't, right, let's have a look. If you didn't say the words in front of the book and the back of the book, why didn't you come out and publicly state that the book had been sensationalized by the publisher? Yeah, so he's saying that now. Yeah? Because that's just trying to blame the publisher. Yeah? He's basically saying, oh, we didn't write the book. It was the publishers that added all these extra bits in so that they would get more sales. I think he also says that they got 2.6 cents per book that was sold. It was a massive seller. It was a bestseller as far as I know. But then he says the last 2 years that it was published, they didn't get any money at all. Right, let's have a look. So EAPTCB says, sorry, but this guy sounds entitled and he's still lying and saying that they wrote the book to help Elvis. He still sounds bitter towards our king. I agree. And I'm not just saying that to be biased. The hour that I've watched, he did still sound bitter towards Elvis. He did. I got that impression. I just found that he made excuses all the way through it. So then we've got Mary. I think Mary's one of our subscribers. Right. It's such a shame that we will never hear both sides of the story. This one side has been rehashed almost 6 decades. It's easy for Priscilla and HEBLER and others who betrayed Elvis to tell lies that make them look like a saint while robbing Elvis of his dignity and his privacy. Oh, I really like this comment. And knowing that he can't, due to his death, defend himself. Whoa. That, I'll tell you what, that's why we're here, guys. That's why we're here, defending Elvis. Let me just say that sentence. Oh, it touches me. It's easy for Priscilla and HEBLER and others who betrayed Elvis to tell the lies that make them look like a saint while robbing Elvis of his dignity and privacy, knowing that he can't, due to his death, defend himself. That stops my heart for a second. Beautiful. Mary, if you ever watch this, beautiful. When someone you love dies, you speak of their best qualities and keep to yourself their shortcomings or intimate things that should be kept private. Oh my God. I'm going to say that again, guys. Right. This is what I was just saying about my friend Nick. When someone you love dies, God rest your soul, Nick, you speak of their best qualities and keep to yourself their shortcomings and intimate things that should be kept private. And then it says, obviously, HEBLER, Priscilla, and others didn't love him and don't even have the decency to keep quiet out of respect for those who do. Come on. Wow. That, I wasn't expecting that. Let me just put some more water in this coffee so you get a bit more time out of it. So I'm just going to warm it up as well. Wow, what is going on with these people? So, you fans, I tell you what, you know exactly what you're talking about. Right, grab me coffee. I just keep adding water, guys. So, yeah, so that was just beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful, guys? Right, let's have a look here. Never in a million years would they betray my friend. Would I betray my friend even if I had massive rows? You just don't do that to another person. Sue, I'm with you 100%. Look, I got into business when I was very young. I was only 19. And I made the mistake. I'm with my twin brother. Yeah. We had no money. We sold our cars and took out bank loans to get started in business. And we made the mistake of employing our friends. And within a few years, we lost all our friends. Within a few years. money, jealousy, envy, you lose your friends. This is, and I think Elvis, that's what Elvis went through. He's employing people that he likes, that he's familiar with. You know, people that he met at Hume's High, people that he met back in the army, people that he met, you know, just in his life, relatives, friends, and Heiverbecks. And in the end, these people turn on you because they think you're, in England, we'd say rolling in it. So they think you're loaded, have loads of money. So there's a lot of jealousy. They see you in your big house, in your smart cars, and they just turn on you. They think that they think they should have it. Elvis obviously was beautifully talented, an amazing singer, a beautiful man. Obviously, all the women loved him. And then I personally think they were jealous. They were envious. They couldn't be him. They didn't have his talent and his looks, his personality, his charm, his beautiful heart. They didn't have that. So the way of getting back at him was to make him look bad in this book. Yeah? And I think, in some interviews with some of the Memphis Mafia, not all of them, they carried on making him look bad. I know that they also praised him a lot as well. The thing I've learned about the people that have betrayed Elvis, you tell me, guys, if you agree, they also say hundreds of good things about him. Hundreds of good things about Elvis. So they betray him, but in the same breath, say bad things. I mean, say good things. It's like, oh, Elvis was amazing. He was so gifted. He was so talented. He rags to riches. They say all the good stuff, but then they say the bad stuff. This is Priscilla Presley's mistake. They say all the good stuff. Oh, I love him. He was so lovely to be with and fun and talented and beautiful and amazing. But then they belittle him. They belittle him. And this has sort of happened with the channel Elvis is the Man, the salt tablets thing. You build him up with some videos, and then you trash him with this stupid salt tablet thing. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I know that's a tiny example of what I'm trying to say. They can't let Elvis go and start they can't let Elvis go and start a life of their own. They just keep using Elvis's name and stories to make a dime off him. It doesn't matter if they lie, as long as they keep the cash coming. Yes. Colleen. Spot on. Spot on. Right. Guys, I'm going to have to go because my brother's going to get me in a few minutes. I could go on for another hour. I've got a lot to say about this subject. I wanted to read even more topics. So we're going to come back and do a part 2. It's 27 of you watching, which is a lot for the morning, for a morning video. Many of you will watch this later. Good morning to you. I'll have a coffee for you. You guys, thanks a lot. Many of you are up in the middle of the night watching me waffling, and it's 10:24 a.m. in the UK. Hi, Luann. They make me frustrated. I'm easy, get up and set. Yeah. It's weird. I love Linda, but I think she's as bad as the rest. I know, Yvette, I understand you guys have issues with Linda. It's becoming more and more apparent, especially in the last few weeks. Well, the last 2 or 3 weeks. We'll do a whole nother video. We'll do a whole nother live stream on Linda. I think I want to be fair and get all the facts out, good and bad. Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to come back later. I'm only going to work for 1 hour. So I'll see you all later, guys. I'm going to have to say goodbye to you. Good morning to you. I hope you enjoyed your coffee morning. Now, I can still carry on talking to you on the 24/7 Facebook. So please join. I'll put the name in again. Join the Facebook. And that way we can carry on chatting all day and all night. 24/7. Facebook Messenger. So please subscribe, guys. If any of you are watching now, please subscribe. You're very welcome to become part of Team Elvis. Team Elvis Rock. We are Team Elvis. We are Team Elvis. We are Elvis Defenders. Searching for the truth. The name of the channel is Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. So the name tells everyone what we do. I'm no expert, so you guys are teaching me. You guys are teaching me. I don't know all about Elvis. I have a lot to learn. Most of you know a lot more than I do. Most of you know a lot more than I do. Thanks, guys. I'm going to have to go. So we've got Sandra and Jane and Colleen and Luann and Sue and Yvette, Teresa, the Becks. Just make sure I haven't missed anyone. Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. And then we've got Karen. Let's keep going. Sandra. I think I've got everyone. Multi, join our 24/7. Please send us a request and we'll stick you on. Helen, Melissa. I think that's everyone. Karen, Multi. Well, I think that's everyone. Lorraine, June, just a bit late. Thanks, guys. Take care. I'll give you a wave. I'll be back later. See you later.